In my previous video, I stated that I am the world's most intelligent man and the greatest thinker of the 21st century, the greatest thinker of my generation. Why? Because I solve a problem that the world's greatest minds failed to solve for centuries. The Isaac Newtons, the Albert Einstein, the Stephen Hawkins, they all tried and failed, but I succeeded. And what is this problem? This is the problem of the theory of everything. This is the problem about figuring out the fundamental rules of the universe, the fundamental rules of reality. How does the universe work? What is the code of the universe? What is the code of reality? What makes the universe work the way it works? And the world's greatest minds failed, and I succeeded. I solved it. I discovered the formula. And the people in the comments are insulting me and talking about existing mathematical and physics frameworks. But the truth is, if those frameworks were so powerful, they would have solved the problem already. But for hundreds of years, they did not succeed. So clearly, they had the wrong assumptions and they went on the wrong path, which is why my work is revolutionary, because I introduce a whole new language and a whole new framework. I question the basic assumptions. I question the basic assumption of numbers and the basic assumption of equality or the equal sign. And then once I was able to divorce myself from those concepts that you guys are so married to, that you guys defend so strongly, I was able to transcend the limitations of those concepts. So the thought process is the universe is a transformation engine. Everything experiences transformation. Everything is going through a transformation. So the question becomes, what is the best way to capture all those transformations? What system can we use that would encapsulate everything in the universe, every interaction, right? So for example, the abstraction of energy is not robust enough. The abstraction of mass is not robust enough. The abstraction of light is not robust enough. The abstraction of equality, the equal sign, is not robust enough. The abstraction of numbers are not robust enough to capture the complexity, the full interactions, the full transformations happening in the universe. So we must go beyond those concepts. We must go beyond those abstractions to be able to touch the substance, the true fundamental substance of reality. And that is where my discovery comes from. That is why in my book, A Transformational Theory of Everything, A Transformational Theory of Everything, A Transformational Theory of Everything, I introduced the world's first ever complete and consistent theory of everything based in non-mathematical and non-equality based language. What do I mean by that? If you see on the book cover, I scratched out the equal sign in Einstein's equal to mc squared, and I replaced the concept of equality with infinity. And then the abstraction of energy is not robust enough, it's limited. Like, yes, we can say energy exists, but is that concept robust enough to truly capture all the entire universe? It's not. Which is why in physics and mathematics, the improvements go forever. We never actually get to the solution because they have the wrong foundation, they have the wrong abstraction. So we replace all abstractions with three basic abstractions: triangle, infinity, circle. With those three basic abstractions, we capture all interactions in the universe. We capture all activity in the universe. So the theory of everything, the formula for everything is simply the formula: triangle, infinity, circle. We no longer use equality. We no longer use numbers. We no longer use energy, mass, or light. So essentially, we can rebuild the universe with those three symbols. We can rebuild our entire reality without numbers. Do you understand? And this is going to be the future. So whether you like it or not, this will be the language of the future. A simple, concise, robust language that embodies everything in the universe. I'll see you soon.